told me to pray, I do that cause you know I can play. You felt the fill up for real, we got rides in the back, but you know we ain't coming to play. You be up playing the States, I be up playing abroad with the mates.
Make room on my plate, I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste, I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate, we talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way.
I caught you red-handed, red lips on some that ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing, cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house, wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Tell me honestly, if you practiced honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you?
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait, I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it. All about it till we spoke in person, don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like E-I-O. Every time when they see my shows. Thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently matando estos con sabor.
today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 92 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name. But I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. For the Rams now at 2-5 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Oh, Adams, what a catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only 3 there on the screen and second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Corum.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They begin the drive with Williams. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Nix to the air. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing Nix. Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Byron Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A complete To Drake London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. Here's Nix. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Puka Nacua managing to stay in bounds. And the Rams have regained the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into the hands of London. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Williams is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. Jordan Whittington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And that one all tied.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
They'll go play action with Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield, it's Vele. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Nix over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Here's Nix once more. He targets Ingram for another grab. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Nix to throw on second down. A short throw to Ingram. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
So here are the Rams to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one deep for London. And got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Nix going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to the air with Nix.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball,
right.
All right? I want to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Nix on first down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Nix to throw on first down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nix to the air.
Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll drop to throw.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Through the middle of the field. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, it's London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Back to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
He'll keep it himself. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. Shreds the tackle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Nix.
A short throw to Ingram. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Throwing Nix.
That's complete right around the 8.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And that's caught by Williams. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Corum.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Into the hands of London. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Back to throw.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
On the return, it's Rodgers. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.